In this video here, we are going to be talking about the future of remote work and how it will impact your external marketing. This is Roberto Monaco here. And recently I had two conversations, one yesterday with an executive of a training company, and underneath him, he has 142 consultants training Fortune 500 companies. And he said, man, remote work is here to stay. Most companies, if they have the option, they're going to leave most of their workforce work from home. And 2 weeks ago, we are doing a collaboration. Dr. Dane Donahue and I are creating a product, and you're interviewing a wellness coordinator who represents insurance companies and talk to companies. They said a vast majority of companies are going to keep a portion of their workforce work from home. And what I realize is that most people are not paying attention to it. So in this video here, I'm going to do two things. Number one, I'm going to share with you 10 statistics about remote work, which is crazy. Obviously, people think, Roberto, obviously, it's crazy because it's COVID. Now, what I'm going to talk about, I'm talking about the future of remote work and how it impacts your practice. Number two, I'm going to show you ideas to capitalize on this opportunity. Are you guys ready? Let's go. So, by the way, if you want the source of the statistics, I put below in the description here. There's a source. You can go and read it for yourself. Number one, employer satisfaction. 55% of the remote workers state that, hey, if they cannot work remotely, they want to look for another job. All right, that means like they're happy work from home. Number two, higher engagement. Statistically, engagement levels are higher for remote workers at 32% compared to office workers at 20%, according to the survey. Basically, there's not a lot of hanging out, drinking coffee, doing all the fun stuff that you do in the office, right? So people are more focused, more engaged. Number three, less stress. Remote working showed higher levels. I was thinking about that. Higher levels of job satisfaction and reduce levels of burnout and psychological stress. That's a good outcome, yes? Number four, more income. According to the survey, higher salary of remote workers whose average annual income is $4,000 higher. All right, so people work from home, they're making more dinero. That's a good point. Number five, more savings. Remote workers save around $7,000 a year in addition to the $4,000, right? They make more in operating costs as well due to lesser community requirements of work, car insurance, sometimes 2 cars, gas, tires, all that jazz. Some people have to pay tolls. Number six, last 6 days. I wasn't even thinking about that, but according to the survey, those working remotely report 56% fewer absences overall last 6 days. And then number seven, I know I'm using a lot of stats here, breaking my own rule, but I just want to show you how powerful this whole idea about remote work is changing how you actually how you're going to market moving forward. Better well-being. Another survey, the work-life relationship survey, shows that 89% of those who took part felt that being able to take care of their health better. Obviously, work from home, we can schedule a break, schedule a little workout, go walk around the block. You can do that. And then we have a comment here. Bradley, my brother, Dr. Bradley Foster. What's up, amigo? Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it here. I have more. Number 8 here. Higher performance. That's one of the biggest concerns. Like, hey, if my team actually run from home, are they going to be able to perform? And according to survey, remote working increase employee performance by 13%. Okay, because people take less breaks. Number 9, corporate savings, which means that a global workplace survey talks about an estimated $11,000 per employee per year if they work half part-time at home. Isn't that crazy? Anything from office rental, parking lot, water, supplies, whatever. Even if it is not 11 grand, they're saving money. And number 10, the last statistic I want to share. And by the way, there's so many statistics, guys, online that you can learn. The future, 99% of people claim they would work remotely for the rest of the careers. That's a high number. Personally, I've been working remotely since 2002, so I know the feeling. If allowed, and 95% of the people interviewed would encourage family and friends to work remotely as well. So if I'm a chiropractor and I'm listening to this and I'm like, okay, how does remote work impact my external marketing? All right, so let's talk about that. That's why I want to record this video for you to start thinking about it. Well, traditional chiropractic marketing, you have a lot of what? A lot of lunch and learns, super effective. You have dinner with the doctor, super effective. You have screenings at companies, super effective. You may have you promote a workshop, so people coming in. So, and now, because so many people are going to be working from home, some of these opportunities, they're gonna be minimized. So, my background, and it's hard to say because my background is I was trained as a public speaker, done 4,500 talks. So the idea to the fact that, man, we won't have many quote unquote in-person speaking opportunities is kind of like weird to think about it. But the truth is that it's shaping up to be the way. But there's a good news and bad news, right? So let's talk about the challenge here. So here's the challenge. Let me just remove this banner here. It's better. Okay, here we go. So here's the challenge, right? The challenge that in the future, as you do as a chiropractor and you do external marketing, you're going to have fewer in-person meetings. You're going to have less meetings. Instead of having meeting every week, most likely, they might meet once every 2 weeks or once a month. Second point, you're going to have in those meetings, you're going to have fewer people participating because now some people work from home. And the third point is that you're going to have less availability for speakers doing these in-person meetings. Why? Because now you have less meetings and the executives or the managers, they have more topics to talk about it in person. Why? Because they're not talking, excuse me, in person every week, let's say. So basically, this is the challenge for chiropractors. Imagine where you're going to market yourself and you used to do screenings or lunch and learns or health talks. You have fewer in-person meetings. You're going to have fewer people participating in these meetings. Even if they have, instead of having 20 people, you're going to have 5, and you have less availability. So let's say they meet now, instead of like weekly, they meet once a month. Now they have to cover this agenda. So that are some of the challenge that as a doctor, if you were doing external marketing before, you're thinking, okay, how am I going to do this? All right. Now, obviously, with every challenge offers you what? You know the answer, an opportunity. So here's the opportunity for you. And that's why I'm recording this video. And that's why I'm so excited. You're going to have more virtual meetings because these people are not meeting in person. Now they're meeting online via Zoom or any other platform. You're going to have more people participating in virtual meetings. Now, traditionally, when you go to a meeting, You may have 10 people in one department. Now, because it's online, they may have 20, 30 people from other departments, because it's easy. They don't have to drive or walk across the building. They can go online and jump in and do it, right? You're going to have more time savings. I was talking to a doctor, say, you know what, the one part that's really cool, I don't have to drive to the company. I can just block an hour for my practice, turn my computer on, do an awesome virtual presentation, a class online, and then stop, go back, take care of my patients. More economical for a lot of docs. The way they got in before is to bring in food. Now guess what? They don't have to bring food because they're doing virtually. And then the last piece here, it allows you to develop a big or a stronger digital marketing muscle, right? So the idea is that I personally feel, in the end of the day, there is a bigger opportunity for you. As a chiropractor, there's a massive opportunity. Because, Roberto, are you saying that regular events and regular lunch are going to go away? No, didn't say that. I'm not going to say that. They're still going to be super powerful. By the way, I love traditional in-person events, public speaking. I love it. What I'm saying is that now you're going to have two options, and you're going to have a lot of these virtual presentation opportunities. So what can you do to capitalize? So here, a couple of things. Number one, develop, if you don't have one, or update your speaker page. Now, every doctor should have a speaker page. And when you go to a speaker page builds credibility as you as a speaker, as an expert, right? As someone who can go to a meeting and deliver some amazing information. And I believe every doctor should have a speaker page. It could be a section on your website or something that you can create separate from your website, from your practice website. Okay. And the reason I said update your page, because you have to update now with different topics. Now, so what do we know from the statistics? We know that a lot of people are work from home. So how do work from home without stress? How do work from home and have a good posture? How to work from home and minimize the stress or be more productive? So you, as a chiropractor, you have to tweak and customize the topics and the content and the feel of your speaker page, of your marketing materials, because that is the new reality. So we gotta do that. Number two, which is an amazing opportunity for you, reach out to all your past speaking opportunities and say, hey, remember I came to your office, to your company a year ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago, a year ago, most likely not, right? Because you're still in COVID era. But let's say 2 years ago, 18 months ago, I did a lunch and learn, a workshop, I did a stress talk. Hey, guess what? Now I have a new health class to address the current issues because most people work from home, right? Even if people are quote unquote back to normal, I promise you, some people still work from home. So just come up with new topics about ergonomics, working from home, about exercise they can do from home, about work from home and keeping a good posture, how to minimize mental health issues or stress. Mental health is big, right? So you want to think in terms of like becoming a resource for these people. And the good news is that they already know you. So I'll reach out to all my past speaking experiences, opportunities, and I'll reach out to them every talk I ever done, even people who are in offense, and say, hey, I have a new presentation. I want to help you and your team. Create new speaking opportunities, which is super simple. Every person that comes to your practice either is a person who works for a company, have their own business, work for a nonprofit, work for the government. Some people retire. Now, the retired community is a little challenge right now, even though they might be doing virtual presentations. All of other, if they're entrepreneurs, if they work for a company, work for a government, work for a nonprofit, we just say, hey, how are you guys doing? Are you guys back to normal, working in office or virtually? And you're going to hear most people still working. They're going to say, well, sometimes you do virtually, Sometimes some people in the office, how are you guys meeting? Oh, you're meeting via Zoom. Boom, that's all we need. And say, look, I'm a doctor, and I have developed a new talks and health lectures addressing the current environment. So basically, we are teaching people how to stay healthy, work from home. And I would love to talk to the person in charge of organizing meetings. Usually is the head of the department, the HR person, the sales manager. Is there any way you can introduce me? And your patient goes, yeah, no problem. And now you're going to send your speaker page or your speaker material, and you're going to set up a talk. That's how we started. That's how you shift from from traditional outside marketing, traditional public speaking, lunch and learns, workshops, corporate wellness into virtually. That's how you transition to it. Right? You start developing new speaking gigs, and then Speak Online become a resource, because a lot of times people want to check you out. They'll be like, okay, he wants to come here. He wants to do a virtual presentation. I want to see what kind of content and material this person has already, this doctor has. That's why the idea of quote unquote Speak Online is so powerful, right? And that's why if you're interested, we'd love to help you. We have an amazing class coming up for chiropractors, influencing from the front for the virtual presenter. There's information below here. It's 3 days online. Is amazing, extremely high energy, engaging, and gives an opportunity to practice how to do a virtual presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed this. There's a link below for our next class as well. And I want to leave you with this little gift I have for you. Hey, doctor, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I want to give you a free, did I say free? Yes, a free gift. We have a course called The 10 Beliefs of the Master Presenter. Because you and I both know that every behavior is belief driven. And something that I learned in my career, 18 years doing this, going to 19 years doing this, is that the best communicators, speakers, influencers, they just have different beliefs than the ones who can move an audience into action. So in my career, I collect these most powerful 10 beliefs, and I record a video talking about these beliefs, and also I record another video with the application of the belief. So in this free course, when I give it to you, you're gonna get 20 videos plus an awesome ebook for you to become an even better communicator, influencer. And I hope that you use this information to bring more people to your practice. You can help them, serve them at the highest level possible. All you have to do is to find the link, use the link below here, and sign up for your free course. Okay? Don't speak to inform, speak to transform. We'll talk soon. All right, guys. Have a beautiful week. We'll talk soon.